Hi, folks. How are you all? Hopefully, you're having a great day. I am doing what I ask everyone to do, and that is sprinkling the love, right? Share joy and happiness with others. That is what I'm doing. So, if I'm new to you, when you hop on, say hi first off. If I am new to you, let me know where you're watching from and tell me. And if you're watching the replay, just put in hashtag replay. My name's Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? The Creative Course Collab and the Creative Curiosities paper and notions pack. Sorry, my foot got hung. I got some stuff down here at the base of my desk that I use all the time. My foot got hung up in it. Anyway, I'm here today for 20 minutes of Paint with Me, and we are working on this really cute little girl here. Here's our inspiration that we are using. And we've been working on her. Yesterday, we put in some of the details all around her face, etc. Hey, Paula, how are you? And so yesterday, you may have seen me live twice. I'll share a confession in a little bit as we get to painting. But what 20 minutes of painting with me is, it's based on the 100-hour rule, which states if you do something for 18 minutes a day, you will be 95% better than anyone else in your field. Well, I kind of reworded a little bit because I'm not in competition with anyone else, right? And so what I say is if I do something for, we say 20 minutes, because it's just an easy to time number, right? And a day will be 95% better than when we started. And so anyway, so we are doing, this is our 4th project. But you can go back and watch the replays. You can start painting with me today. You do not have to go back to the beginning. It's whatever you want. You can find them on YouTube and on my Facebook page here. And so we'll get started in just a minute. But I'm going to show you why I kind of transitioned to stay in paper. Because we want to be able to track it. We want to be able to see how better we got. So I'm creating this journal. And yes, it's a doozy. You don't have to create a journal. But if you want to, you could. And so let me actually add this screen in here. And I know we're just chit-chatting for a minute. Hey, Brenda, how are you doing? How's the wrist, girlfriend? So I made it big because I wanted to be able to put a full sheet. And I wanted to be able to put a full sheet this away or this away, right? Depending on which way we're doing, landscape or portrait. So that's why it's as big as it is. And that way I can use the whole paper. I don't have to worry about it fitting. And this is why I chose to do this journal this size. These will get sewn into these signatures. And then I kind of just wanted a way to close it. Getting better, yay. Hey, D. So I wanted a way to close it. So that's why I decided we're going to just stick with the paper. We're going to have a little art journal in the end. And how awesome would that be to give to somebody, and or, you know, in the event, leave it to somebody who finds it like 30, 40 years later and finds all of your art for 100 hours of painting in it. That would be amazing. So that's what we're doing. So let's get started because we're here to paint. We're not here to run our mouths. And I will tell y'all why I was live twice yesterday. If you didn't catch it, this may look a little different. I did something incredibly dumb. I put that paintbrush back because I got excited because I had a couple lives. I put that paintbrush back without cleaning it. I'm normally not that bad about my brushes, y'all. But you know what? It is what it is, and I can't go back and change it. So I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk. And we already know, those who have painted with me enough know, number one, I'm not nice to my brushes as I tell y'all to be to y'all's. And number two, you know that all I need is a little hand sanitizer and it will clean that brush right back to brand spanking new. I just don't have any hand sanitizer down here with me. I do have some wipes that may help me here. May help me out. I don't know if they will have enough. But a little alcohol, a little hand sanitizer. I find the hand sanitizer is actually a little bit nicer to your brushes because it has just a little bit of like a lotion in it, you know, a little moisturizer. So it helps the bristles of your brush, unlike just straight up alcohol. Alcohol can be a little bit, but we got it. We got it. That brush is good as new. Got a little bit right there, but we'll get that out. Okay, let's just get started. Let me pick a towel real quick. So here's our inspirational pieces right here. And then here is where we are after yesterday's second live. So I will have a confession, y'all. I have a confession. While I was live yesterday, I was not live. They were faux lives. They were recorded lives because I had to be at a work meeting and I didn't want to miss. And so I was not actually live either time. I had recorded it. But when I went to set up the faux live for 12 o'clock yesterday, I accidentally redid the live I did on Wednesday. So that was the problem. That's why you're like, didn't we just do that? If you watched that yesterday live at noon, yes, we just did that the day before. So in my confession, I'm not a sneaky person, guys. And when I try to sneak, I usually do something stupid like that and gets me caught. So that's why I don't sneak. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to just confess. I had to rerun the live last night. So if you it was 7, I think I scheduled it for either 7 or 7:30 last night. You'll find it if you missed it. I was there. Y'all can laugh with me. But this is important to me and I don't want to miss. So that's why I did that. And there will be times, but I promise I will tell you when I am not live and when I am 100% live with you all today, right now. If you're on the replay, it is a replay and I'm not live, but I started 100% live. All right. So we added in a little facial features and I decided I wanted to give her a little more of a nose and I wanted to give her a little more of some lips. And yes, it's not perfect. It's okay. And yes, she has little issues that we're going to address right now. So anyway, did anybody catch that yesterday? Let me just tell you, but like I confessed before I asked, did y'all like wonder what was going on yesterday? Like you're like, this don't seem like her, or I mean it is me, but like that just don't seem right. Anybody catch yesterday's live at lunchtime? Diana was like, I was so confused. Yep, I'm sure you were, Diana. You're like, didn't she just do that? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You did? Yes, I did, but for other reasons. Why was the other reasons? What were some of the other reasons you were like, I'm confused? Yes, I know. But guys, it is a tool that's available to us. And I will use it just so I can stay consistent and just so y'all can paint with me. And so, but I will promise I won't try to sneak it anymore because I don't sneak well, y'all. I'm like a bull in a china shop rather than like sneaky. It's just not me. And that's probably why I ended up because I felt weird about it. I'm like, but I wanted to stay consistent and they called a last minute in-person meeting at my work that I really had to be there for. And, you know, you can't say no to the day job. So I was like, well, let me try it and see how this works. And I was so proud of myself. I'm like, they'll never know. Yeah, they will, because you queued up the wrong video. So anyway, there's that. But it's all good. We got to paint. Hopefully you're painting along with me and enjoying this whole process. I know I am. And but guys, I'm probably not the only one you watch. I've done a full live before. But anyway, it's something I recently learned about. And I was like, I can kind of see if I can do that. Not well. Not well like some people. We already did that day before, and two, you were wearing the same shirt. I thought about that. I almost went and changed, but I was on like a limited time, and I'm like, I ain't got time to do that. So I just wore the same shirt. I just like recorded it anyway. So you were like, wait a minute, hold the phone. I'm like, nobody will notice I'm wearing the same shirt. Apparently you do. Anyway, I had to laugh, but I felt terrible when I did. I'm like, oh my Lord. And then I posted this picture where we were, like, y'all. And I'm like, and then I realized, wait a minute, we didn't paint that at all. I was just a hot mess yesterday, setting all that up. We're just going to get that little eye in there again. I like my eyes a lot better now. So, but these are really important to me, and I want to continue making sure I am very consistent and forming a time when you know to look for me. And instead of just like jumping all over the planet, right, with times and dates and stuff like that, we are live here Monday through Friday at noon. Okay. Not on Saturday, not on Sunday, unless there's some like, special event. But we are doing 20 minutes of painting with me Monday through Friday at noon. And so whether it's a faux live or it's a real live, I will tell you if it's a faux. It's going to be real more than it's going to be faux. But I want to be so consistent with it that if I am called into like work for a work meeting or something like that, where, I'm not going to be able to be here, then I will schedule a faux live. And I will tell y'all from the beginning, I promise. And that way I'm not like probably crazy about it, because I don't like being sneaky. It gives me weird vibes. And so my husband will tell you I'm really bad at it. I try to be sneaky sometimes because like I go a little overboard ordering stuff. Right. So like, like me and Amazon, we need to break up sometimes. Anyway, so I try to be sneaky when I buy stuff that like I get a little overboard. Not that he cares. It's my money. He really doesn't care. But I think he thinks it's funny that I'm sneaky about it. And like if I go to Michael's or something, I'll leave stuff in my car, like, for a while, like kind of like hidden in the back, right? And then I used to be real bad about it. And one day he was like, I don't even know what brought up the subject, but he was like, do you need help getting those packages in? And I'm like, what packages? What packages are you talking about? I said, I don't have no packages. I don't know what you're talking about. He was like, you know, I know. And I know, you know, I know. So why do you want to have all these packages in the car when you could have help carrying them in? So I was like, okay. I was like, okay. It's like, you know, I know. And I'm like, all right. Yes, I have packages. And yes, you can help me carry them in. He was like, that's what I thought. I was like, I thought I was being sneaky, guys. I thought I was getting away with it. Like, and then being like, oh, that I had that. That's not new. Like, sneak it in when he wasn't looking. And, like, a little while later and be like, I had that. That's not new. Hi, Kelly. We're going to get some lips on our little girl. I don't want her to really have on lipstick. I'm just kind of giving her a little bit of a smile there. I'm just extending it out just a little bit. Oh, not that direction. But I want her to have a little smile. And so we kind of put in the base. If you caught last night's live, Callie, I was confessing. I don't know if you caught the lives yesterday or not, but I was making a confession. So that's just a little something about me. I was telling them how I don't sneak well. And they're laughing at me. So yeah, it was yesterday's live at lunchtime was a faux live. I wasn't really live. I had to be at work for a work meeting. And so a work meeting and then a luncheon. So I couldn't be here live. So I found out we can do like a faux live, which means a pre-recorded live. And you're live, but you're not really live. And so I was like, I was gonna be all super tech. But then I queued up the wrong video. I basically replayed the one from Wednesday. So everyone was like major confused. We're gonna give her a little bit of an eyebrow. And so, we didn't turn on the timer. See, guys, now we're 18 minutes in. I'm going to do 15 minutes because I talked for a little while. So I don't have 15 minutes. All right, we'll do 10 and then we'll do 5. Guys, y'all let me forget the timer. Probably because y'all were like, okay, we're just going to get a little extra. I know it's pretty awesome that it can be because it allows me to be very consistent. Like yesterday, I would have had to have canceled, and because I had meeting last night, I would have just have missed the whole day. And I was afraid. That's exactly what I thought may have happened. Yeah, and I would have had to have canceled the whole day, and so it's kind of really cool. That I have that, and it's not something that will use just when I have to, right? So like with work and stuff like that, I am basically doing the same thing, but now I'm reporting to a different department, a different group, and they're pulling my work under a different group, which it aligns better with the organization where I'm at, with what I do. And so we had to go yesterday, had a meeting. to meet. Basically, I know everybody I'm working with, but the director for that group is new. And I had to go, we met him and we had lunch. And so, but I would have had to have canceled. And so it's better to be here with you all and be consistent, right? Because I've got you painting along with me. I want you to continue painting along with me. And especially D, who's painting along with me. I didn't mean to confuse y'all, though. I really did not mean for that to happen. I feel bad. That's why I was live twice yesterday, but not live. But yesterday would have had to have been a total cancel because I had my Oddfellows meeting that yesterday evening, and I had work meetings, so there would have been no time to have gone live yesterday. So it's kind of cool that I had that option exists for us to do that. And that way I'm going to give her just a little pinky cheek, right? Just a little pink up in that cheek and blend it into that. I'm just using a little bit of my pink, my hot pink. That's flamingo red, actually. But I'm, really getting it down to a really light pinky, peachy color. Just so it's not like so blatantly like, I don't want her to have on makeup. She's a young girl. I just want her to have her natural, like, pinky lips, her natural pinky cheeks, and be just cute as she can be. She doesn't really have makeup on. But see how now her face is starting to really pop out there as we're doing this? I'm going to go back into that lighter color, and I'm just going to kind of come where those two little lines meet, the lighter color and that pinky I put on. And I'm just going to scrubby scrub. We talk about scrubby scrub. And if Diana's still on here, she knows about bloppy blops, because we did that at the paint party on Wednesday night. I had such a fun time painting with her. And her sunflower painting was amazing. Did you fix the wording on it? I felt so bad. I wish I had gotten my attention before you decided to paint over it, but that's all right. Hopefully you fixed it. And if not, let me know. I will help you. Because it's too good not to fix it. Look, she's looking so cute. Not yet. This weekend, hopefully. Okay. Yeah, no, work gets in the way, right? Work always seems to get in the way of the fun. Okay, I think we're done with her face. I'm in love with her face. I think it looks great. Hopefully y'all are loving yours. Just work those lights and darks and make the shape you want, okay? And then worry about pinking everything up. So work in your skin tone colors with light and darks until you kind of get like the shape of the nose. It doesn't have to be perfect. Her nose isn't perfect. Her nose is really wide, but guess what? Her eyes are really big too. So there is that. Her eyes are big. And so it does not have to be perfect. We're not striving for that. I got a little black, but it's really watered down, so it's just barely going on. And I'm just kind of rimming that blue with a little bit of that black. It's really watered down, though. I don't know if you'll even be able to pick it up, but you can maybe see it a little bit. See how it just gave a little bit to that? We're going to come in with some deeper blue and we'll fix these eyes a little bit even better than that. We're going to give her some eyelashes, but I want to work on the hair first and get that in there. We're going to now move to her top, I think is what I want to work on next, is her top. And so I want to grab, let's see, what colors do you think we should do her top? I would like to put a little blue in there, but I kind of think I want to match her eye color. And I think I really kind of like the stripes in that, but I really don't want to match it too much. But I really like them. Decisions. Got some white going down. I got my orange already. Let's pull a little bit of this color. I've already got some of my cream down. I'm going to mix a little bit of that. And then I think I'm going to pull in a little bit of green. Just a little bit, maybe. Kind of want a little fallish colors going. We're going to, because with the stuff, we're going to do a little of the leaves around her before we're done here. Roll that right into that, why don't we? All right, I'm gonna grab some of my yellow, my cream, because I just want a little off-white. And I'm gonna grab a little white. I don't want it to be like close to her skin tone, though. I want it to be lighter than her skin tone. We kind of already got that creamy color down anyway, but I'm just going to go over top of it with this lighter color. Maybe leave a little bit where I want it to be a little darker. Just let that do a natural, like, little coloration for me. But this just helps also cover up what's hanging out underneath there. Oh, okay. All right. I did not know that. Is there no birthday? Okay. I had to go back and look at that. Anyway, okay. So there we go. And then we're going to put in some straps. I'm just going to kind of just make it up. Oh, there we go. There's our timer. Now I'm just going to finish out some of my stripes and then we'll be done for the day. We're just going to make this up, guys. Now, as you work through this, you may see smaller and thinner stripes. It's just because of the way just think about how like the fabric would fall and what would be a thinner and what would be maybe a little thicker. And it may even be that it's thicker on one part than the other. And that stripe, don't make them all exactly the same. Because if you do, then it's going to it's not going to look like it's a shirt that's worth that, like, you know. And so, again, kind of similar to this. Like that would go all the way across, but then as we come down where her arms would come in, it's going to stop. And then there's going to be a little bit around here on her arms, right? So just keep that in mind. as you're putting these in that, think about how big you want her arm to be. And then put that stripe in there. And then come over here and I'm going to do the same thing. How big I want it to be. Put it in there. If you kind of do like a really bent out U, it'll give it that shape as it's rounded. And so we want it to appear rounded. I'm going to offset it just a little bit because, it never matches up. Again, here, think about your offset because you don't want to come too far down. You don't want her to make her look like she round like me. She's thinnish. She's not a very big girl. She's a little girl. And so all of a sudden you've got arms in there, and then you've got her body in there. And so if you don't like it, you can paint over it. It's that simple. And so if you're like, I got that a little wide, I did get it a little wide, a little wider than I wanted it to be. I gave it a little too much. Hey, Karen, how are you? I gave it too much of a downward pressure. So we're going to just come in and we're going to use the color underneath as our natural built-in eraser. That's the beauty of that base coat, is that it can act as our natural born eraser. I love having an eraser. And I'm going to tell you that's a little skippy because that just means there's like a little texture happening there in her shirt. And so we are good with that. I'm going to put in a couple of blue lines and we're going to be done for the day because we've been doing this a little bit. We've definitely gone over 20 minutes. And I want to stick to the 20 minutes, not because I don't love painting. I could do this all day long, but because you all can't do this all day long, and or maybe you could, but you don't want to. You're not crazy like me. And so you'll probably have a life. There we go. We're getting her stripes in there. I'm going to curve that up a little bit more. That's kind of up on her shoulder area there. Orange and blue, she's going to be a UVA. She's a UVA person. She must be like getting ready to go to the football game, maybe. She might be like one of them new little freshmen coming in. And she all dressed up for the UVA football game. Anyway, I kind of digging that. What do y'all think? Got a paint party on Saturday that I'm looking forward to. We're just going to go a little bit like this. With a little bit of the green. Now on Monday, I'll show you how we're going to shadow this. This is going to be cool. Our plan for shadowing this. We're going to shadow it. but we'll do a little different than what you're thinking, probably. Well, maybe some of you already know. I'm sure there's a few of you that already know how I'm gonna do this. Look how cute her sweater is. And on Monday we will give her a little shadow in that sweater and make it come to life, kind of like we did her face a little bit, but a little different technique. And I will see you live hopefully on Monday. I will be live on Monday at noon. So grab your brushes, grab some paint, grab something to paint with, and come paint with me on Monday for 20 minutes. Y'all have a great day. Bye.